Okay, folks, buckle up because today
Yeah.
we are diving deep into something that could totally change the game as we know it,
All right.
the world as we know it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And I'm talking about
Yeah.
BRICS.
All right.
Now, you might have heard this term
Right.
thrown around,
Yeah.
but we're not just talking about some random political jargon.
Sure.
This is about
That's right.
a
Yeah.
potential
Oh.
seismic shift
Okay.
in global power. Seriously, what if everything we thought we knew about, who's calling the shots
Right.
in the world
Yeah.
is about to change?
Okay. So,
Pretty dramatic stuff, right?
yeah, set the stage for me.
Well, to kick things off,
All right.
BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
The big players.
Yeah, and we're talking
Yay.
serious global clout.
Right.
42% of the world's population.
Wow.
26% of global GDP.
Okay, so a big chunk of the pie.
Yeah, all in this one alliance.
Okay.
But hold on, because things are about to get even more interesting.
Oh.
Because BRICS
Yeah.
is on the verge of expanding,
Expanding how?
potentially adding 6 new members.
Okay, who are we talking about?
Argentina,
Okay.
Egypt,
Right.
Ethiopia,
Mm-hmm.
Iran,
Mm-hmm.
Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
and the United Arab Emirates.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, big names. Right?
Yeah, that's a lot of new players.
Huge.
Right.
So before we get into all the what ifs,
Yeah.
if this actually happens,
Right, right.
let's kind of take stock of where things are right now.
Sure.
What has BRICS actually accomplished so far?
Yeah.
And what's driving this
Yeah.
sudden push for expansion?
Yeah, what's the motivation?
So, when BRICS first formed,
Yeah.
the founding members, they came together
Right.
with this shared goal
Okay.
to kind of build a platform
Right.
for collaboration and development,
Okay.
especially for emerging economies.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Right. And I think a big part of it was also to
Mhm.
counterbalance the dominance of Western powers in global affairs.
Right. Okay, so challenging the status quo.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So they've actually achieved quite a bit.
All right, like what?
They established their own development bank
Really?
called the New Development Bank,
Okay.
which is kind of like a World Bank,
Right.
but for BRICS nations.
Gotcha. BRICS World Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
It's this potential expansion
Right.
that's got everyone talking
Yeah, why is that?
about a new world order,
Okay.
and for good reason.
Yeah, fill me in.
Adding these 6 countries
Mm.
would create
Yeah.
an absolute economic powerhouse.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You've got countries like Saudi Arabia
Right.
controlling a significant portion of
Yeah.
the world's oil supply.
Okay. Huge.
South Africa, with its vast mineral reserves.
Right, right.
Brazil and Argentina,
Mhm.
the agricultural powerhouses,
Yeah.
feeding a huge chunk of the planet.
So we're talking about essential resources here.
Right.
Food, energy.
Yeah, this isn't just economic influence.
Right.
This is leverage on a global scale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we've talked about the economic side of things,
right.
but how would this expansion
Yeah.
affect the geopolitical landscape?
That is the million-dollar question.
Right.
We're talking about countries
Yeah.
with vastly different political systems,
For sure.
sometimes even conflicting interests.
Absolutely.
So how does this all play into that?
Well, that's what's so fascinating about this.
Yeah.
It's a potential shift in power dynamics.
Right.
We've been living in a world
Yeah.
largely shaped by Western powers.
Right. For a long time.
But this expansion
Yeah.
could tip the scales
Uh-huh.
towards
why?
what's called the Global South,
Okay.
which is a term that broadly refers to nations in Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Oceania.
So basically it's about moving away
Exactly.
from a unipolar world
Right.
dominated by one power
Yeah.
and creating a multipolar system.
Exactly. More balance.
So instead of one conductor leading the orchestra,
Uh-huh.
we'd have multiple players
Yeah.
shaping the global symphony.
Interesting analogy.
But what does that actually mean
For
everything?
It means power isn't concentrated
Yeah.
in just a few hands.
Right.
More players at the table.
Like BRICS, having a say
Exactly.
in how global issues are addressed, from
Mhm.
climate change to trade.
Right. Everything's on the table.
But it also means the potential for new alliances
Right.
and rivalries to form,
Absolutely.
making the geopolitical chessboard a lot more complex.
Way more complicated. Yeah.
Some analysts are even going so far as to say
Okay.
that BRICS could become
Yeah.
the biggest and the most important political and economic alliance on Earth.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
It is. So
It's just hype?
or is there real weight behind that claim?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
With potentially over half the global population
Right.
and control over vital resources,
Well,
they would have the power
yeah.
to challenge existing systems.
Right.
Imagine a world
Okay.
where the U.S. dollar isn't the dominant currency for trade.
Interesting.
This could completely reshape global finance.
Wow.
Give Brics nations
Yeah.
more control over economic levers.
So we're talking about
Yeah.
a potential restructuring of international institutions
Exactly.
and the rules of the game.
The whole system could change.
This is big picture stuff.
Verge.
But let's bring it back down to earth for a second.
Okay.
What does all this mean for you, our listener?
Yeah.
How could these potential shifts impact your life,
Right.
your country's economy,
Yeah.
or global issues you care about? Think about it.
Yeah.
The products you buy,
Okay.
the price of gas,
Right.
even the stability of global markets. All of these things
Yeah.
could be impacted
Right.
by this shift in power dynamics.
It's all connected.
You know, just reading about
Yeah.
the potential impact on something as simple as like the cost of coffee
Right.
really made me realize
Yeah.
how even our daily routines could be affected.
Yeah, for sure.
This isn't just about,
Right.
you know, abstract global politics.
Exactly.
It's about our everyday lives.
It's about your wallet.
Right.
It's about what you're buying at the store.
Yeah. And it's important to remember
Right.
that there are both potential benefits and drawbacks
Absolutely.
to a multipolar world.
Yeah.
A greater voice for developing nations is crucial for addressing global challenges,
Definitely.
but it also introduces new uncertainties.
It's a trade-off.
We've really only just scratched the surface here.
Yeah, just dipped our toes in it.
It's clear, though,
Yeah.
that if Brics expansion unfolds as predicted, we're in for some major global realignment.
Potentially a new world order.
Certainly a development
Definitely.
worth watching closely.
For sure.
So here's a final thought
Okay.
to leave you with.
Right.
Would a world with a more multipolar power structure
Right.
be a better world? More stable?
Yeah.
Or would it create new challenges
Right.
and uncertainties?
Yeah, that's the question.
There are no easy answers.
Nope.
But these are the questions we all need to be asking
Right.
as we navigate
Yeah.
this potential new world order.
For sure. Food for thought.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fascinating.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time.
Until next time, stay curious
Yeah, keep diving deep.
and keep exploring.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.